Naptown, the city that always sleeps. Most people think nothing happens in this town that is halfway between nothing and nowhere, but they would be wrong. There's plenty that goes on in this town for those willing to look. Having moved on to the next target, the crew has spent time staking out the Naptown Historical Society. Though they are expecting Zadok to show up, they are not expecting him to step out of a portal. Will the crew be able to stop a rift they know little about? Or is everything about to go sideways in the city that always sleeps?
Okay, so where we last left off, a portal had opened, and Zadok and two women had stepped out of the portal.
Into the Historical Society.
Into the Historical Society, which you guys are in charge of defending. What do you do?
Are either of these women Lucia?
No.
Okay. Just making sure I understand the scene.
Neither is Lucia, and they do look battle ready.
Freeze! You're all under magic arrest.
Good one.
I could hope. I could hope. Did it work?
They do not stop. They keep moving forward.
Are they going for, an object?
They're not running straight for an object since there's 4 people in the room with them.
Okay, I didn't know if we could see what they were after.
Not yet. They're not dumb.
Okay.
For the record, each of the women is armored 1, so hitting them is a little bit harder.
Okay.
And Zadok has a -2 for both being armored and being angry, so it's harder to charm him.
Okay.
Wait, is that a -2 to hit or a -2 to charm?
Both for him.
Gotcha.
It's almost like he's a big bat or something.
This isn't even his final form.
That's a neat trick you got there, teleporting into places. Is that how you got into the Midas Vault?
Yes, but why? I figured you were smart enough to figure that out. I guess this is why, you guys have to ask dumb questions all the time.
How did you get through the Midas Vault without triggering all of its magical security?
You're going to have to make a roll. He's not going to just give you everything.
Yeah.
This would be a convince.
Yeah, I don't think I really have anything to add to this, so just be straight, but -2.
Yup. Better roll well.
That's a 7.
Oh. Well, you see, the way portals work is that they open up places.
Seems the vault would still be able to detect the magic coming in. But I guess that's not how it works. Lucky you.
Lucky me. And at this point, since you guys aren't doing anything to stop them, he's going to turn to the people with him. Go find what we're looking for. I'll take care of these idiots. So the 2 women...
When he turns around, can I throw an axe at the back of his head in a most cowardly and unhonorable way?
Yes. What are your weakness tags?
Missing an arm, things beyond my sight, all unjust must die, and is that a car full of garlic?
I think you got a -1 because I don't think this is just.
No, he's unjust. Okay, do I get an attention though?
Yes.
Can I add 1 for attacking his back because that's like an ad? Okay, I'm gonna use marksman and axe of the berserker.
Okay. Then you're at a -1 total.
Am I? Oh shoot, I am, aren't I? Well, I rolled a 7, even up, which means it's a 6.
So you hurl an axe at his head, and it just goes zinging right past and pegs into the wall, where he pulls it out and turns around slowly. Now this is getting fun.
Before the rest of his group heads off to find what they're looking for, I would like to cast Rosebush and block their way, because I assume they start heading off in a direction.
They head off in opposite directions. So I don't know if make a roll and we'll see how well you do, if you can block both or just one.
Yeah, because they're splitting up trying to find the thing.
Mm-hmm.
If it ends up being just one, I know where the paintings are that we pointed out last time. Are they in both directions or just one?
They're in one. You can block that one if you want.
That is my plan. No. Unfortunately, that's a 5.
Cool. So, As these women run off and Zadok charges into Tanner, take a level 2 status of bloodied, I guess, as he's just wailing into you.
Sure.
Darling does her best to spring forth rose bushes, blocking the exits, which she does beautifully. Unfortunately, the people were on the other side, so they now are separated from you guys and can freely go around the rest of the museum.
Good.
But Zadok, there's like a barrier between them and Zadok.
Yes.
Okay.
But he's a toughie.
Tough boy.
Who's next?
I guess, are we just straight up fighting this guy? Guess we kind of have to, huh?
As he's beating up Tanner.
I don't think we really have a choice anymore. Sorry about those bushes. I think we gotta take care of Zadok now, and then we can worry about the rest of them later.
Alright, I will take a shot at him. See, adding the Colt 45, adding the quick reload mod, and so the problem is, like, a lot of my tags are still very generic. It's like, can I apply them? Can I not apply them? I don't know.
Well, I make that decision, so you're more than welcome to ask.
Can I add the can take a pounding? No, because I'm not fighting hand to hand. That doesn't make sense. No, I think it's just those two. Okay.
Also, even if you were hand to hand, can taking pounding would be more when you face the danger, which I guess Cody should have done, but he failed. So
that's a 7.
You get to choose one. You can take cover in a superior position. You can do +1 damage, which would be a level 3 tag. You're doing 2 right now. You can control collateral damage. You can hold the target's attention if possible, or you can gain the upper hand and take 1 juice.
I think I just want to deal an extra damage. Or deal...
All right.
Get him good, whatever it's called.
So you pull out your Colt 45 and just unload a clip into him. And... Oh wait, what did you roll? What number did you roll?
It was a 7. That was after all the appropriate modifiers.
Did you do the -2 as well?
I did.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I did my +2, then your -2.
Cool. Going back, so you unload a clip into him, and the bullets seem to be hitting him, but they don't seem to be penetrating him. He looks very angry at this, and after throwing Tanner through a glass case and some artifacts, he turns to you and charges you. Make me a face the danger roll.
Here is where I can take a pounding.
Yes.
And hand-to-hand combat? I think that'd be more if I'm punch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can do hand-to-hand combat.
Okay.
And you don't have the -2 on this because he's attacking you, you know. Armor doesn't really help you when you're punching.
That is a 9.
Alright. So you're going to be taking a level 1 status as he comes swinging this axe at you. It grazes you as it goes by, like nicks like the front of your chest a little bit, leaving a bead of red coming through, but it is more superficial than painful.
Okay. What is that status called?
Cut. I'm good at this immersion. I feel like my descriptions are doing well today, but I do not have the tag names at all.
So,
Faye.
So this, hang on real quick. This status, is it make it harder for me to do things, or does it make it easier for him to hit me again? Or both?
So usually, it depends on what you're doing. If it will make it harder for you to do things. I'm pretty loosey-goosey with it, because at a certain point, it just gets impossible for you guys to do anything if you ever take damage. So if you're doing something that would inhibit you super physically, like if you were trying to climb a building, it would hurt you, but if you're trying to fight him, you're kind of fine, in my opinion.
Okay, so I don't take any minuses for that status?
Not yet. Unless it's super applicable, I don't really do that a ton, because otherwise, like, combat just goes on forever and you guys never get anything done.
Okay.
And Zadok is pretty hurt, but he's still standing.
So I want to shapeshift. I'm going to do something I've done before. I'm going to shapeshift into Zadok, so that I'm big and brawny, and try to wrestle him off of Seamus and punch him.
All right.
So I get a +1 for shapeshifting. Do I get a +1 for the psychological damage of seeing yourself punch you in the face?
You know,
yes.
I don't think this guy would care. I think this guy would be excited to fight himself.
Sure?
This guy's arrogant enough that he'd be
This guy's like a narcissist. And I think it would actually be like, I'm the real me, here's how you do it, and he's going to try to outdo you.
So do you want to?
It's
So do
worth
you
a
want to
shot.
like pin him or something, or are you just trying to hurt him?
I wanted to stop hitting Seamus and hit him. Is that two things?
So you can do the change the game if you want to like do a tag on him to make him easier to hit in the long run, or you can
Okay.
hit with all you got, which is going to hurt him, but might not secure him down. Does that make sense?
Okay. I think I'll just hit with all I've got then,
Okay,
because Seamus can take a pounding.
and you're at a -1 total.
Okay. That's a 7.
Okay, do you want to do an extra damage,
Yes.
control collateral damage, hold attention, gain upper hand, or take cover?
Do an extra damage.
All right, and how many tags did you have? You had 1.
Add 1.
So you got a good crack across his face, but Faye is not used to doing physical fights. She
Yeah.
usually stays from the distance.
She has all of this brawn and like none of the experience.
Right, and your brawn is much more superficial, and your hand kind of hurts as you crack into this guy who is very, very strong. And you're kind of like waving your hand.
Yeah, she was
As he
expecting.
just like turns and goes to punch you. So roll me a face the danger
Okay. Do I get tags for that?
if they apply.
Okay. Shape shift out of harm's way.
Okay.
And Men of Power.
Okay.
You're being generous today. I like this.
That's 12.
Whoa.
Cool.
Okay.
So as you are shaking your hand, you do notice him turn to you and just send a haymaker towards your head, and you're like, duck, 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 and just drop to the floor and roll out of the way before he can hit
Dodge, dive, dip, duck.
I disappear
and dodge.
from where I am and like reappear below the punch.
you. Yes. All right, top of the order. What is everyone doing?
I mean, I think Tanner would just be trying to chop him with the axe at this point.
Okay.
Cody, so you summon another one?
I mean, I guess. I guess I've really never addressed what happens if he drops it, but I would assume it would kind of not remain if it wasn't connected to him. You know what I mean?
Zach had already said that Zadok hit me with the axe that you threw at him.
Oh, okay. Then
My-
yeah, I summon another one.
My assumption is it kind of like is a temporary weapon that it will eventually fit. You know, it's not like left
Yeah.
for
I'm
forever.
guessing it's like when you summon the second one, the first one disappears, maybe.
Sure. I always just like kind of treated it like Spider-Man's webs. It's there until it's inconvenient to be there kind of thing. Like if it's good narratively that he picked up your axe that you threw at him, that's cool. You're not going to get like cops aren't going to find your axes around the city.
I just imagine all the axes he's left around everywhere, and they're like, "What the
So
heck
many
is this?"
axes.
All right.
I'm gonna do Brawl Like a Norse God and Axe of the Berserker. Which adds 2 to this roll, and then we -2, right?
Yep. So it's flat.
So that's 8.
Same choice everyone else has gotten.
I'm just gonna do extra damage.
All right. He is looking pretty beat up. At
I
11.
will say you can surrender at any point. You know, you're technically under magic arrest, so it's an option to just quit and acknowledge that you've been beaten by someone better.
He turns and just screams at you as he starts trying to pummel you. So give me a face the danger.
So Giant's Hide, and that is a 8.
All right, you're going to take another damage. Oh, you're a nice level 3 tag. So he just starts swinging into you, and you're able to just handle most of it. Like, you're not dodging, but you're directing him to, like, parts of you that can take the punch better.
Yeah.
You know, he's not hitting you, like, in the head. You know, you'll just put your arms up to block or stuff like that. So you're still being hit hard, but he isn't making contact on anywhere that really is hurting you badly. Who's next? He is still standing, and he does not look like he is slowing down, really.
So I think Darling is also going to summon an axe and go at it. I'm going to use God's Favor because that's going to be my power from Tanner. And I'm also going to use the tag Revenge because he's beaten up my boyfriend.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Is that a net 0 then?
Yes. I'm so excited for you to miss and him to be dual wielding your guys' axes, though.
That's an 8.
Okay, so you go up behind him, and while he's punching Tanner, swing an axe like into his shoulder blade, and it sinks in with a palpable thump. Would you like to get him good? Would you like to control collateral damage? Would you like to hold his attention, gain juice, or secure a superior position?
Oh, get him good.
That's all we've done so far.
So
Well, I mean, we're
Yeah.
trying to knock him down.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that's what everyone wants to do.
So as you're doing this, can you make me a face the danger roll as well?
Yes. And
It'll be a
for
physical
face-
attack. So
Yeah, for face the danger, I'm gonna use. Let's see, I called it 2 different things. I'm gonna use the mirror tag, to mirror his attack. Could I also say that I'm using God's favor because I'm using the axe to like block?
okay, all out. I'm
All
feeling
right,
generous.
is that another net 0?
It would be +2 now.
Okay,
His armor does not help.
gotcha. That's a 7, just barely.
All right, so you will take
These
a level.
dice suck tonight.
I mean, you guys are doing pretty well. So you're bruised as you come close and sink your axe in. He just, without looking, backhands you with his fist, which sends you back a little bit through another case of artifacts. You guys are doing a great job of protecting everything in this room.
Is that a first level tag?
Yep.
Okay.
Faye or Seamus, who is next?
I can go and try to pull his attention away
Okay.
again by winding up and hitting him. So I'm using shape-shifting again.
Okay, so you're at a net -1.
Well, that doesn't really matter. That's
Oh.
2.
Rip. You punch
Cool.
yourself in the face. No.
Right.
We're not on the casino.
Right. Thank goodness.
You're not, but you're still going to be hurt. So, as you run to fight him again, this time you come up to, you pull your fist back, and before you can even get something in, he just cracks you across the jaw. Like Thanos versus Iron Man, you run up and you're just on the floor as, spinning around in the dirt, and you're going to take a level 2 physical tag. Seamus.
Alright, Seamus, seeing Faye get just walloped, he's gonna charge in there and just start punching this dude. So I'm gonna use hand-to-hand combat and military strategy, so I'm trying to find the way that I can get to him the best.
So you're at a 0.
That is a 7. I'm good at rolling those.
Alright, are you getting him?
Yeah.
You know the choices. What choice would you like? You get 1.
I think I'm just gonna get him good. I just don't see a reason to do anything else.
Alright. Make me a face the danger roll as well, as he
Alright.
is not going down without a fight.
That is an 11.
As you go in to punch him, you start landing some really good hits, but he is able to hit you to the floor. Luckily, you're able to dodge left and right out of the way. When he goes up for a double-handed strike on you, and you guys hear a gunshot, and then he slumps over onto the floor as the window shatters.
I
Who is it?
I look towards the window.
Outside the window, you see from across the street Lucia holstering a gun and walking away.
I'm chasing after her.
Alright, no, it's fine. We didn't have a job to do. Bye. I hope everyone else is weak. Alright, bye.
Seamus, make a go toe to toe to try to catch up to her.
I'm
She's
gonna
across the
do,
street, though.
If she sees Seamus jump out the window, she's not going to sit there and casually stroll.
No,
away.
I'm just saying, it's far away. She's got a good lead.
It's gonna be hard for me to catch up.
Yeah, there's probably a -1 from distance.
Yeah, that's
You do have speedy, as a
I
tag,
think
though,
I
right?
use my extreme speed and predict foe's move to try to guess when she's about to make a corner, so I can prepare to make it faster.
Okay.
You said I have a -1.
Yes.
Okay. That is an 8.
You're not able to catch up to her, be within, grabbing distance, but you're close enough that you can basically yell to her and she will hear you and possibly respond.
So what the hell was that?
You looked like you needed help.
And since when are you willing to help me?
I told you, I get to kill you.
Think we had that handled.
And with that, she'll turn into a flock of birds and disappear.
Well, that was unexpected, and he heads back over to the museum.
While he was chasing down Lucia, what were the rest of you guys doing?
Do we have anything to restrain our friend here? Otherwise, I think we need to track down...
He's dead.
Oh,
He's
okay.
very dead.
The dead
Very
one?
Okay.
That being said, cases that we've recorded, there was a dead guy that came back to life.
Well, if Zadok's taken care of, I think we need to find his accomplices before they make off with something.
Yeah, I agree. That's very true. Let's do it.
I don't know if we've ever established this, but Darling's gonna retract the rose bushes, like, enough
I was
that
just
we
gonna
could
ask
get
that.
through.
Can she do that?
I
Well,
think she could just will them away, right?
Usually she
That-
just
that-
leaves them everywhere, regardless of inconvenience.
Just like the axes.
all I have for the tag is rosebush. I assume that means that I can control them.
Okay.
Do you want us to make a roll to trim rose bushes?
I mean, I was going to have you guys make a roll to see how fast you can get through them, but if you believe you can retract them, I will allow that. Seamus, actually, Lucia accidentally shot you. Take a level 10 tag. You're just obliterated. It was a ray gun.
Yeah, so if one went left and one went right originally, I guess Faye will go left.
Okay. Are you guys splitting up or are you staying together?
I think splitting up. I would go
Okay.
right.
Darling, are you going with Faye or with Tanner?
I'll go with Faye. Tanner
Okay.
can handle himself.
Make me a go toe-to-toe roll, I guess. That seems like the best thing.
Oh, I'm still Zadok, so I guess I could call her back and see what she's found. Can I do that?
Oh yeah, I could hang back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I like this plan. I'm gonna hide.
Okay.
How are you calling this person back? You don't know her name.
I think I'm gonna go the direction that she was, to like peek around the corner and see her, and then just say, "Hey, did you find anything?"
Cool. Roll me a convince.
Okay.
Because you are lying through your teeth.
I am. But I am
Is it
shapeshifted?
convince? Oh, no. You need to roll sneak around.
Oh, okay.
The rules say if you're trying to
Yeah,
decide.
no, that's fine. I'm trying to think if I can...
Shapeshift does work. That is a
Easy.
very obvious. She is not a man of power.
Right.
Women of power.
I don't think I have anything else. Won't take no for an answer.
No.
I didn't say it with confidence. My bad. An 8.
All right. I know what happens.
Okay.
So, you find this person. What's up, boss?
Did you find what we were looking for?
Got it right here, and she pats a sword that she now has.
Okay. All right, let's go. Circle the wagons and head out of here.
Shouldn't we go get the other one?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Why are you talking so weird?
Why are you wasting time? Let's go.
Didn't you take care of all those idiots, as you said?
Yes, I don't know what other nosy neighbors are gonna complain about gunshots.
Alright, so she will follow you. Alright, then let's go. Lead the way.
Okay.
She'll follow you to where you go.
Okay. So my idea is that like we head back through the doorway and then Darling is like around the corner
Yeah.
to ambush her.
I'm
To
good.
am Rosebush her.
So you guys are
I'm off the podcast for a third
Yeah,
time.
right.
3 strikes, I'm out. As CEO of the Wandering Gamer Network, I kick myself out.
Anyone who'd like to apply for the role of Seamus in the Naptown Chronicles, we have an opening.
All you have to do is tweet about the show and how much you love it.
Make me a hit with all you've got, darling.
All right. I'm going to use Rosebush. And I think that might be it, actually.
And she has a -1 because she is, or you have a -1 because she's armored, so it's a net 0.
All right, net 0. That's another 7.
Choose the benefit you'd like.
Whatever is going to keep her rooted to the ground with Rosebush. So I'm going to guess it's a get her good.
That sounds more like a...
Gain the upper hand.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, well, I'll gain the upper hand.
So she'll have the tag that is affecting her stuff of rooted,
Nice.
as well as being hit with a level 1 tag.
Now, I'm just playing the scene in my mind when she's like, "Oh, you're not Zadok." I flash back to Outlaws Wanted with Mal. "I do declare, I believe you've mistaken me for somebody else."
Oh, what the hell? Zadok, get her!
I'm gonna turn around and headlock her.
Oh, by the way, Mandy, make me a face the danger roll real quick as she flails or flings out with her sword while the rose bushes are springing around her.
I don't think I really have anything other than mirror. If you let me use that again, but other than that, no.
I don't think so. Not for
yeah,
this.
because it's not like I'm fighting back.
Yeah, and she's doing something very different than what you were doing.
Yeah, that's an 8.
Cool. You're gonna take a level 1 status, so you're still doing all right. As she as you get nicked by the sword. So make me a. What are you trying to do with the headlock? Faye?
I think my idea is to move her into a position where Darling can essentially web her to the wall with Rosebush, like Spider-Man style.
Okay. Make me a go toe-to-toe.
Can I use shapeshifting because that's where my
Yes.
strength is coming from?
Yes.
That is an 8. Oh wait, -1 because of her
Because she's armored. But
armor.
that doesn't
Okay,
matter.
so that's a 7.
You can achieve your goal. You can get them good, or you can block, dodge, or counter their best attempts.
I'll achieve my goal.
Okay. So as you're doing this, she does manage to stab you
Ow.
in the foot.
Ow.
Make me a face of danger.
Okay.
I mean, I've played enough CS:GO. I know that foot shots are lethal.
Faye is dying.
Do I get tags with that?
Yeah, you can have your shapeshift out of harm's way.
Okay. That's a 7.
Cool. You will take 1 damage as she glances your foot. It hurts.
Okay.
As you push her against the wall and pin her there.
How does my level of physical tags affect that?
If you're doing stuff this physical again, you'll probably start taking minus statuses because you're actively trying to restrain and stuff.
Okay.
You'll probably be at a -2 to do physical stuff right now.
Okay.
Usually when you guys are just straight up punching, I usually don't slow you guys down for that. But when you're trying to move them into position a little bit more, it's a little bit different in my mind.
Okay. We're not running on adrenaline in the same way.
Right. And
Okay.
you're trying to be more you're trying to more of a delicate maneuver than just giving into the adrenaline kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Tan, are you in the room? You said you were hiding in the room, right?
Well, so I misunderstood what they were doing. For what they're doing, I would have still gone after the other one. I thought this was going to be a surprise attack on both of them. If it's not that, I would have gone after the other one.
Okay. We'll get back to you in a minute then, Tanner.
Yeah, that's fine. I kind of figured this would get resolved first.
Darling, or Faye, you've both gone.
So I've pushed her against the wall, and I'm kind of ready for Darling to restrain her.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think because I kind of want to use some of my other tags that I can add a whole lot on to make this really strong. So I think I'm going to use Dominatrix, Close Confidant, and Control the Will of Others, and put my hand on her shoulder, and say, it's not a very wise idea to keep fighting back, honey. I think it might be time for you to just, take a little break. So I'm trying to get her to stop, and she's at a +1, right? Or -1?
Not for charmed, since you're trying to charm her.
Cool, so that's +3. There we go. That's a 13. Woo!
Will this be a convince or a hit with all you've got?
Depends on how you want to read that. I think the way I'm using it, I'm trying to use it more as an attack than a convince.
Then I will.
But
you can pick 2 of the. You take cover, you get them good, you control collateral damage, you hold the target's attention, or you gain a juice. You get to pick 2 of those.
I think I'm gonna hold the target's attention. Getting them good at this point, would that be a new tier or
That'd be tier 4 instead of tier 3.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna do that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do get them good and hold their attention.
Okay, I'm putting this as a magical status, and I'm having them as charmed.
Cool.
Make me a face the danger roll.
I don't know. Is there any? I don't know what is this attack that's coming at me?
It's going to be a sword.
Then no, because I didn't roll anything to help with that last time. 11.
All right. So as you come in close to touch her, and because that's how your control the will of others works, right?
Yes.
Okay. As you come in and you put your arm on her shoulder, she manages to break free of Faye's grasp a little bit and bring the sword up into your gut.
Lovely.
It is very painful. It's going to be a level 2 status, so you're gonna
Only level 2.
Into my gut.
because it would have been worse had Darling not failed.
I bet, yeah.
You mean if I had failed?
Or this, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
But Darling did very well. Did you roll an 11, you said?
Yes.
So, yeah. I guess technically she's supposed to avoid it all, but narratively this is more fun.
I won't complain.
So she stabs you, and it's more of a grazing shot. It doesn't puncture super far, but it is more painful than you were expecting. As then she just falls into she stabs you and kind of is ready to spit in your face. And then you just see kind of the light dim from her eyes as she just kind of looks not home anymore and completely charmed.
Perfect.
At this point, Seamus walks back in, but we're going to flip over to Tanner.
Tanner's just gonna walk into the room and see what he sees.
You see a woman there, and she has a golden helmet and a harp.
Hi, we didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves. My name is Tanner. How are you?
Doing all right. How are you?
Cool. Well, your friends are dead, and I don't want to kill anybody else. I'm trying to be better about that. But also, you're robbing people, so I can't let you do that. It's my whole thing. So why don't you just put down the helmet and the musical instrument? We can talk about this. I don't even care to arrest you. You can just leave through the same portal you came in as long as you leave the helmet and the harp.
That's a great idea, leaving the portal that I came in through.
Yeah, you just, without the harp or the helmet, yeah.
And she opens a portal and steps backwards through it.
Well, I wasn't expecting that one. Alright, enjoy your dead friends, Tanner says to an empty room.
That was because Caitlin failed her convince roll.
Ah.
The side effect was this person was extra wary.
Okay. I guess Tanner's just gonna go back.
Alright, you guys are all back in the lobby. You see a dead man on the floor, a dazed woman pinned to the wall and kind of in a rose bush, and a lot of broken glass and tables and artifacts on the ground.
I think I would fire us if I were this place.
I hate to say it, but I think I agree.
Also, the other one just walked through a portal, so...
Did they take anything?
Did she steal something? Yes, yeah, like a hat and a harp thing.
What about the other one?
The dead one?
She's got this sword. She's not dead, she's just very charmed. Can I take the sword from her?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is no resistance.
Okay.
Oh, and just so you guys know, our mysterious benefactor who killed Zadok for us was our good friend Lucia. Not entirely sure why she decided to intervene. I chased her down and asked her, and she said it was because it was her job to kill me. I thought we were winning that fight. I didn't think that he was going to kill me, but guess Lucia thought otherwise for some reason. Who knows?
Maybe it looks different out the window. Can you identify this artifact, Seamus?
I can sure take a look.
Yeah, you can make a roll. We got risk trade on.
I hand him the sword.
That's a 4.
It's a sword.
I think this is the pointy end, Seamus says, grabbing the hilt.
I've got nothing. I just can't get a read off this thing.
So yeah, you close your eyes and focus on your dog tags like you have done many times. And with the pain in your side from being beaten a little bit, the slight tinge of exhaustion trying to chase down Lucia and get back here quickly, as well as the just dampening effect that this place tends to have, you are having a hard time picking up a reading at all on anything, let alone the sword.
And I also imagine that it's just, there's still so many things around here that it's just kind of flooding my senses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't seem to get a read off this thing. That's what I get for trying to use my magic after being cut.
Well, I suppose we can carry this back to the Order, have them store it away. Or, well, no, will the Historical Society miss it, actually?
I like how you guys are robbing the place. You're like,
I just realized that, yeah. Never mind.
Well, as much... I understand the waffling there, because we were hired to guard this place, right? And didn't do a terribly good job. They made away with a couple artifacts, it sounds like. Maybe they made off with a third, but then we could have taken it and get it checked out, because this seems to be important for some reason.
Honestly, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, only because one of them did get away, and we don't know who else they're working with, and I would hate for them to try to come back.
So then, what do we tell them in the morning?
Well, we got the obvious dead guy, and we have this girl, and Darling jerks her thumb over towards the one that she charmed. So we have people to blame it on.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, right. I guess, like, the question is, if we're gonna... is this like a drop in the bucket kind of thing? Like, does it matter? Does it matter if we take one of these things back, considering how many things... It would be good to know what they were trying to steal, though. That's valid. Yeah, I say we just take all of these.
Well, and then best case scenario, if, we tell them that the person that got away took those items, and we're able to find them with quotation marks around that later on, and can give them back.
We could recover them. I see.
Recover. Yes, exactly.
One unanswered question, though. We do have a dead guy here. How are we going to explain this to the police? Because I assume the police are going to have to get involved. And
I would literally say exactly what actually happened. None of us have guns. We didn't murder him.
Well,
he was shot
one
through
of
a window that has a bullet hole in it.
One of them has a gun, Tanner. One of us has a gun.
Seamus
except
has a
for
gun.
this gun. And didn't you have a purse gun a while back?
Yeah, I didn't bring that with me.
Yes, but Darling and I technically aren't here.
Also, yeah, that's true. And also, Seamus, go down to the river. Throw the gun in... Wait, no, that's like an heirloom piece, isn't it?
Can't you just hand the gun to Faye or I, and we can hang on to it until you guys meet up with us again? Like, you don't have to just sit here with a gun on you.
Yeah, I like that. I like all of these plans.
But also, isn't it okay to say it was self-defense against him breaking into the museum? Like, he got shot.
Yeah.
By breaking things and trying to steal things.
Yeah, I think that would almost be worse to hide the gun, because then he's been shot to death. And then there's no gun. That's even more suspicious.
Well, we can tell him that he was shot through a window,
That's gonna open up the question.
Right.
That's gonna open up to so many more questions.
I personally would say break the window that the bullet hole is in right now, so that it can't be identified as coming from the outside. And you find...
The window's shattered.
It's broken.
Already? Okay.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like... bullet hole is in the window, clearly from the outside, sort of thing.
It's broken.
Well,
okay.
Partially.
And you find gentlemen put a stop to a robbery.
Partially. You saved a lot of the items in here, and,
who knows how many people attacked you here?
Yeah.
You two brave souls. There could have been 10.
I like I like the way you're thinking here.
Comes with the job.
All right, I guess better get the curator and the police over here now. That way they can investigate the scene.
Yeah, just hand over everything to Faye and I. We'll get out of here and meet us back at the Grove.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
Yep.
Are you taking the woman back with you guys, or are you leaving her for the police?
Oh, leaving her for the police, I would think.
Ooh.
Oh, well, maybe not.
I don't think we should do that.
Okay.
Because we need to interrogate her.
Okay, we'll take her back then. We're stealing your car.
Okay.
Yeah, Darling's the one who charmed her, so.
So you, Faye and Darling head off, taking the sword and the charmed woman with you. Tanner and Seamus call the police. They come in, you guys file the reports.
Yeah, and
the museum, Clive is very distressed and
so
very
just
upset.
I just want to make sure that this is the story I'm going with. They broke in through the front window, which will explain why the window's broken. And we fought them as much as we could. This guy, unfortunately, we had to shoot him in self-defense, but his accomplices made off with some items.
Okay, yeah. They take statements, they grab your guys' names, they believe you. Clive vouches that you guys were here to protect the place. He is very upset, but he is not throwing you guys under the bus saying you weren't here or anything like that. He's an upstanding member of society. You are promptly fired. He leaves a terrible Yelp review on your guys' page.
At the same point,
on your
though,
1920s webpage.
At the same point, though, if we hadn't been here, things would have been broken. Things would have just been stolen. But I don't know.
They would have lost. I mean, even if they lost more artifacts, you guys broke a lot of things.
Maybe, he's not upset, he just knows he's gonna get flack for, he can't hire you guys again.
No, he's very flustered.
Okay.
This is his, home away from home. He is very sad that everything is broken.
I see.
You guys could have controlled collateral damage, but you wanted to punch this guy harder.
I mean, he doesn't know that.
Yes, but I do, and I make up the descriptions for this place. Had you guys chosen to control collateral damage, a lot less stuff would be broken, and
well,
you'd be a lot less upset.
He can always hire other security people if he needs it, but we don't need to be back in there, so...
I regret nothing.
We're good.
You guys all convene back at the Grove after this. It is late at night.
Yeah, so we take a woman whose name we have not yet gleaned.
Yeah, we ask her it at some point in the car. So we don't have to refer to her as that woman.
Val.
We take Val back to the Mystical Grove and hand her over to Sylvia.
Okay.
For detainment, I guess.
Yeah, I assume at this point
detained,
it's pretty late, right?
And it is. It's probably around midnight.
That makes sense.
Before Seamus and Tanner get back, it's going to be after midnight.
Yeah, so I think we just kind of set things up for the next time we want to convene and interrogate. Because I assume Faye has to work in the morning.
Yeah.
So you guys all set up a time to meet as Sylvia leads Val into the back with a nullifying drink, which is easy enough to give to her since she is very charmed.
And we hand the sword over too.
Yes.
And she takes that into the back and locks it away in rooms that you guys do not know where they are or what they hold. And I think that's where we'll end right now.
Cool.
Hey Wanderers, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Naptown Chronicles. If you want to hear more content from the Wandering Gamer Network, you can check out the Wandering Gamer Network website. We also post Let's Plays that we do on YouTube under the channel Wandering Gamer Network. On Twitch, we can be found at wandering_gamer_network, and you can follow us on Twitter at the WGN Podcast. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. The intro and outro music was composed by Caitlin Balgaman, who voices Faye in this podcast. All other music is openly licensed or in the public domain. Now, sleeper, it is time to rest. And remember, it is the gods who envy us.